only had one Joe out of the case, so he gets a sword. I guess that's fair. And what I want to do is I want to kind of fill in some of the gaps from the training that I was doing today, since you're all here and you're all captive. So, as I said, one of the things about a Joe is it's a walking stick. While there were the samurai that could carry swords, everybody carried a walking stick. In fact, there were many groups of religious sects that had long discussions on the merits of their religions with short sticks. The origin of the particular system that I do was actually developed from the walking stick trade, so to speak, but it was designed to neutralize swordsmen from your own clan that you wanted to be able to get back home. If you remember the story of drunken Uncle Yoshi, perhaps.
That's
Okay, but the thing is, first and foremost, you need to protect yourself against somebody that has a sword and really doesn't want to do whatever it is you want them to do. Secondly, you're not allowed to damage them, because they're going to sober up tomorrow and they're going to remember how they got whacked, and this would not be a good thing. So what I want to do is to take essentially the same technique and do it first of all as a defense, if you will. So you would be walking on, again, I should probably tell him what he wants to do, because we haven't worked any of this out. What you're going to do is you're going to just stand like this, and without poking a hole in the ceiling, you're going to step in and strike just like that with a vertical strike. Okay. What's your target? Yep. Known as cracking the melon, I believe. All right, so go ahead and do that. No, you don't. Look up there. Just step into it. Yes, good. This, by the way, is the first defense. Don't be there.
Right.
Okay, so now you're holding back. What you need to do is when you get here, just let your arms fall. Okay? Deal? Okay, here I am walking along. Okay. And there's a guy over there with a sword. So he's going to step in, and there's my avoidance. Okay, here's my payback. Works out very nicely. One step back is exactly the length I need for the working into my Joe. This is actually pretty easy. And if you think about it, hitting somebody with a stick does not take a lot of science. More difficult. Okay, and if I could back up for just a second, this is the first level that's taught. You know, to where you avoid the attack and hit them hard enough that they quit. The second level, much more difficult.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You trap them, keep them from completing their strike, and then send them home to sober up. Okay, so from the same thing, what I have to do is move in quicker, right, and come under both arms.
Watch the
Okay,
ceiling.
now at this point I'll tell you that you're going to go that way fairly quick. Okay, and I step past and turn. Okay. If I finish here, they're laying flat on their back. So the timing is much more critical. You got to start sooner, but you can't start too soon, or he'll say, "Oh, boom, that's fine. I can turn and hit you." So it's that window in between. Any questions on it? Why am I asking that? I'm not teaching. And what's wrong with you people? You should tell me this. Okay. Oh yeah. The other possibility is taking this same technique, which was to step in here, absorb it, step in a little bit deeper, and come in under the hands. Let me just digress for a minute and tell you why that works. If I could ask Sensei for vertical strike, that would be you, sir.
I don't know how to do that.
Yes, you do. Yeah, don't make stuff up. How many years does it take to get a vertical strike the way it should be?
Max Perrin, I read it last night in my magazine.
Well, yeah, but see, if you didn't have Black Belt Magazine, how long would it take? 10 years. And when you're doing that, you are taking a whole series of very complex movements and you're moving them into just one thing. It starts out being, okay, well, I got my thumbs in and I got my grip and I come up here and I do all this, and then it comes down, and what it ends up being is a vertical strike. You know, it's just boom, and you're done. If the strong part of that is that it gets molded together so smoothly that it is one piece. That is its greatest strength and its greatest weakness. If, break the strike please, if you hurt me, I'm going to tell you why. I want you to know that.
I don't know, I'll be hurt.
Okay, but on the strike, if you disrupt the movement, you know, somebody's up here and they know their hands are going to drop, and if they don't, okay, so the hands stop, the rest of the motion is trying to continue. So it ends up following through like this. He's out of position. He's wondering what went wrong with this, and in the meantime, I'm hitting with my stick. So what you want to do is disrupt. And if you can break up this known sequence that he's spent 10 years perfecting at any point, then you have successfully prevented him from killing you, which would be a good thing. And you've also protected him from any damage that you might do to him. This is a nice neutralization technique.
Are we done? Good.
Okay.
Right, that's it.
I'm going to go sit down now.